In a quiet Indian village, there lived a humble water carrier named Roman. Every morning, he would walk to the river, fill his 2 clay pots, and carry them back on a wooden pole across his shoulders. One of the pots was perfect, strong, shiny, and proud. The other, however, had a crack along its side. Each time Roman walked home, water dripped slowly from it, leaving the pot half empty by the time he arrived.
Day after day, Raman carried both pots faithfully. The perfect pot delivered a full measure of water, while the cracked pot brought only half. The strong pot often looked proud of its service, but the cracked pot was ashamed of itself. "I'm broken. I'm useless," it thought, grieving its imperfection. One morning, the cracked pot finally spoke. "Roman," it said with a trembling voice, "I am sorry. Because of me, you work so hard but only get half the water you deserve. I'm nothing but a burden to you. Why don't you throw me away?" But Roman smiled gently. He looked at the pot with kindness and said, "My friend, do you really believe you're useless? Have you ever noticed the path we walk every day?" The pot was puzzled. "The path? All I see is dust." Roman only smiled again. "Tomorrow," he said, "look closely. You may find your answer." The next day, as Raman carried his load, the cracked pot kept its eyes on the ground. And to its surprise, it noticed something unusual. On the side where it leaked water, tiny shoots of green plants had begun to sprout. Each day, as more water dripped, more life appeared. Soon, there were wildflowers blooming, their colors dancing in the sunlight. A week later, Roman paused along the path. "Look around," he said softly. The cracked pot gazed at the beautiful flowers lining the road. "They exist only because of you. The water you thought was wasted has brought beauty, joy, and life to this path. Villagers pick these flowers to brighten their homes. Children play here happily, and the dusty road has turned into a garden, all because of your crack." The pot trembled with emotion. "So I'm not useless?" it whispered. Roman nodded, his eyes warm with compassion. "What you thought was your weakness was, in truth, your greatest strength. Without your flaw, this path would still be dry and empty." Tears rolled down the pot's cracked surface, not of shame, but of pride. For the first time in its life, it saw itself not as broken, but as a gift. The villagers, too, noticed the beauty of the path. They thanked Roman, but he knew deep inside it was his cracked pot that deserved the credit. From that day on, the pot never felt small or weak again. Every drop it spilled was a drop of life. Every crack a reminder that even flaws have purpose. What once brought shame now brought meaning. And so, my friends, this story teaches us something powerful. Never be ashamed of your weaknesses. Sometimes, the cracks within us are not mistakes. They are openings through which light, love, and beauty flow into the world.